Yo, hold up. Twitter's literally melting down right now. And if you blinked, you missed the craziest tea of 2025. Asian Doll just dropped some serious receipts on Lil Durk. And fam, this ain't just any drama. It's straight up a whole plot twist unfolding live. Like, TikTok is buzzing with insane edits. Fans are going off in the comments and the vibe is pure chaos. Y'all are not ready for what just came out. No cap. This is one of those, did he really say that? Moments hitting different. And trust me, it's not just a petty beef. Rumors claim there's some deep stuff Lil Durk was low-key trying to bury. And Asian Doll? She's out here exposing the realness with no filter. This isn't your usual rap gossip. It's giving full-on documentary vibes, but with that raw, uncut internet energy we live for. Fans are spamming clips. Wild TikTok theories are flying in the comment sections. Absolute war zones. Some are hyped, some are shook, and others straight up calling it too much. But honestly, it's all the receipts dropping mid-live that's got everyone losing it. And you know when the internet's this fired up, there's way more lurking beneath the surface. So buckle up, because this story's about to take you on a wild ride through loyalty, betrayal, and all the messy behind-the-scenes moments you never saw coming. Stay tuned, because what Asian Doll just revealed might just change the game forever. Let's get into it. Alright, so here's the tea that's blowing up everywhere. Asian Doll just pulled back the curtain on something Lil Durk was low-key trying to keep hush-hush. And trust me, this isn't your typical rap industry drama that dies off in a week. Nah, this feels way deeper. Like a whole narrative shift about loyalty, secrets, and what really goes down behind the scenes in the rap game. So, picture this. It all started when Asian Doll went live on Instagram. Completely unfiltered, no script, just straight vibes. Within minutes, the chat exploded with fans screaming, "Wait, what?" And no way he said that. She dropped a bombshell about Lil Durk, claiming there was some major tea he's been hiding. Stuff that could shake up how people see him forever. And you know when Asian Doll speaks, she doesn't do anything half-assed. Sources say she's got receipts. And the energy was so wild that fans immediately started digging through old tweets, DMs, and TikTok clips trying to piece it all together. Now, let's rewind a bit because the backstory here is key to understanding why this is hitting so hard. For years, Lil Durk's been this figure with a pretty tight public image, loyal to his crew, family-oriented, and all about grinding. But rumors have been swirling behind the scenes about some shady vibes between him and a few close people in his circle. Folks have been low-key whispering about trust issues, questionable moves, and a whole lot of what's really going on. Behind the camera, Asian Doll stepping into the mix. That's what's wild. Fans have always known they had a complicated history, sometimes friendly, sometimes, well, not so much. But what no one expected was her coming out so raw about the stuff he allegedly tried to keep silent. She hinted at some betrayal that cut deep, making it clear she's not here for the fake loyalty vibes anymore. Now, imagine being in Asian Doll's shoes for a sec. She's juggling all this public drama while still trying to keep her own hustle and reputation intact. In her live, you could hear the mix of frustration and relief, like she'd been holding on to this weight forever and finally decided, enough is enough. Her tone was fierce but emotional, like this wasn't just about clout, it was about speaking her truth, no matter the fallout. Meanwhile, the internet was not ready. Clips from that live immediately flooded Twitter and TikTok, with fans making reaction vids that hit all the right notes. Shock, hype, disbelief. You had people calling it the biggest rap tea of the year, others straight up shipping the drama like it was a Netflix series. And amidst all this, conspiracy theories started bubbling up. Some fans claiming this was a setup to take down Lil Durk's rep, others swearing Asian Doll was dropping facts no one was ready for. And then came the leaked audios. Yeah, you heard that right. Screenshots and clips allegedly from private conversations between Asian Doll and some insiders started circulating. Some of these audios were pretty wild. Whispers of, "He didn't want this out. This changes everything." And hints at a betrayal involving not just Lil Durk, but people in his inner circle too. Of course, with all things like this, it's hard to know what's real and what's been doctored for hype. But the buzz, unreal. Meanwhile, on the other side, Lil Durk's team was quick to respond. Not with a full-on statement or denial, but with subtle moves that fans noticed immediately. A few cryptic posts on Instagram, tweets disappearing mysteriously, and some sudden quiet from his usual crew. This silence, it only fueled more speculation. When someone doesn't speak up in the middle of a storm, people start to wonder, are they hiding something? And then Kodak Black jumped in. Yeah, Kodak Black. Out of nowhere, he slid into the conversation with a comment that sent the internet into overdrive. Fans screenshot it instantly because it was dripping with shade, but also sounding like insider knowledge. Kodak's vibe was like he was confirming some rumors, but playing it cool enough to avoid outright drama. Classic Kodak move, right? Everyone started asking, wait, what does Kodak really know? His followers were tagging him non-stop, begging for more tea. Now, here's where things get extra tangled. Asian Doll's story included this intense emotional conflict that's been brewing for months. Something about loyalty being tested hard, and people close to her making moves that felt like a betrayal. She talked about the weight of keeping quiet while watching things unfold, about feeling torn between friendship, business, and self-respect. You could literally hear the guilt in her voice, like she was questioning every choice she made. And honestly, that made her story feel even more real. One of the most viral moments from her live was when she paused, took a deep breath and said something like, "I never wanted it to get this messy, but sometimes the truth ain't pretty, and you gotta show up for yourself." That line alone sparked thousands of tweets and meme edits, because it hit deep. Like anyone who's been caught between loyalty and betrayal knows exactly that feeling. But hold up, it's not just a one-sided story. Fans started digging up old clips from Lil Durk's past interviews and lives, trying to find any hint of what might have gone down behind closed doors. Some even found screenshots from group chats that hinted at tension with Asian Doll months before this exploded. There were moments where Durk seemed unusually tight-lipped or defensive when asked about relationships and trust. And now all those little clues felt like pieces of a much bigger puzzle. And don't sleep on the fan theories, oh no. The comment sections on TikTok and Twitter have been wild, with people shipping fake alliances and calling out possible double crosses. Some fans even started a hashtag that's been trending non-stop, something like Lil Durk Drama 2025, turning this whole saga into a full-on online event. You've got TikTokers making mini docu-series breakdowns, memes comparing the situation to iconic rap beefs, and even fan art showing Asian Doll as some kind of truth warrior exposing the game. But here's the kicker that had everyone gasping. There was a sudden twist dropped in the middle of the chaos that no one saw coming. A new voice, someone rumored to be one of Lil Durk's closest allies, popped up on an unexpected IG Live. This person started spilling tea that kind of complicated the whole story, hinting that Asian Doll might not be the only one holding cards. They said things like, "Sometimes you gotta choose sides, and not everyone's story is what it seems." That line sent fans into a frenzy, trying to decode who this mystery ally was and what exactly they meant. This moment added a whole new layer of suspense, because now, it's not just about Asian Doll and Lil Durk anymore. It's about the whole crew, the loyalty lines being redrawn, and a game of trust where nobody seems safe. Everyone's waiting to see who drops next, who sides with whom, and whether this saga will end in a messy breakup or something even more explosive. So, if you thought this was just another rap feud, think again. This is a full-blown story about loyalty, betrayal, guilt, and survival. In a world where every move is watched, every word can be weaponized, and the stakes are way higher than they look. Asian Doll just threw the first punch in a battle that's got the whole internet watching. And honestly, nobody knows how it's going to end. But one thing's for sure, the receipts are out. The drama's heating up, and this story, it's just getting started. Keep your eyes peeled and your notifications on, because the next chapter is bound to drop soon, and trust me, you don't want to miss a second. Alright, so after that bombshell live from Asian Doll, things didn't just simmer down, they exploded into total chaos. The internet was straight up buzzing with every wild theory and reaction you could imagine. But here's where it gets even messier, because the plot thickens in a way that no one saw coming. Sources say that behind the scenes, Melly, the mutual friend caught in the middle of all this, is feeling the pressure like never before. Inside his head, it's a whole storm of guilt, confusion, and loyalty clashes. On one hand, he's been tight with both Asian Doll and Lil Durk for years. But with this tea spilling everywhere, Melly's caught in a tricky spot where every move could blow up in his face. Now, imagine Melly scrolling through his phone late at night, seeing his DMs flooded with fans, haters, and even people from their circle sliding in to check where his allegiance lies. There's this voice in his head saying, do I keep quiet and protect the crew, or do I speak up and risk burning bridges? That internal conflict is real. And sources close to Melly say he's been wrestling with it non-stop. Meanwhile, social media is a freaking war zone. Fake screenshots started popping up left and right. Some claiming to reveal Melly's side of the story, others alleging secret conversations with Lil Durk that supposedly confirm the betrayal Asian Doll talked about. Fans were going wild, dissecting every detail, trying to separate fact from fiction, and honestly, it's a lot to keep up with. One viral screenshot showed a group chat where someone with Melly's name supposedly said, "I'm done with the lies. Time for the truth to come out." Whether that's real or fake, who knows? But it got the internet hyped as if Melly was about to drop a truth bomb himself. And naturally, people started praying for an exclusive live drop. Meanwhile, Lil Durk wasn't staying quiet forever. A sudden Instagram live popped up out of nowhere, and it was like a mini drama episode on its own. Durk appeared calm but visibly tense, throwing shade without naming names, saying stuff like, "Loyalty ain't just a word, it's a lifestyle. Some people forget that when the camera's off." The chat exploded with people trying to decode who the message was really for. Asian Doll, Melly, or someone else entirely. The vibe was tense but also kind of cinematic, like a Netflix show where you're waiting for the next plot twist every second. And of course, fans clipped the whole thing and turned it into memes instantly. One of the most viral reactions? Someone captioned it, "When you gotta clap back but keep it 100, and it blew up with thousands of shares. But the real shocker came when a mysterious ally of Lil Durk, who'd been silent this whole time, finally spoke up. They jumped on an IG live and dropped a whole new angle, claiming that Asian Doll's story wasn't as one-sided as it seemed. This person hinted that Durk's camp had been dealing with leaks, fake friends, and manipulation that had been tearing their circle apart. They said, "Trust gets twisted when you don't know who's playing for the team and who's out here switching sides." This threw fuel on the fire. Fans started debating, who's lying, who's telling the truth, and who's playing everyone like pawns in some massive chess game. The comments exploded with people picking sides, creating fan theories, and even calling for a live showdown. And yo, it didn't stop there. Out of nowhere, a leaked audio clip surfaced, supposedly from a conversation between Lil Durk and Kodak Black. The clip was low-key messy, with Kodak sounding skeptical about Durk's handling of the situation. "You gotta be real with the people who got your back," Kodak said. "Or else all this loyalty talk is just talk." The audio wasn't crystal clear, so people debated if it was legit or edited, but it definitely added another layer to the drama. Fans couldn't stop speculating what Kodak really meant. Was he throwing shade because he felt betrayed too, or was this some kind of subtle warning? Either way, it got everyone hyped, with some TikTokers already making conspiracy videos titled "Kodak's Secret Message to Lil Durk." Back in the middle of all this madness, Asian Doll wasn't quiet either. She kept dropping subtle hints in her posts. Cryptic captions like, "Some truths hit different when you're ready to face them." And stories showing empty rooms, late-night drives, and moments of reflection. It was clear this wasn't just about clout for her. This was personal. Then there was this one viral clip of her texting someone off camera, saying, "I'm tired of the lies. They think I'm playing, but I'm done being quiet." That clip instantly got turned into memes and reaction videos. People were either rooting for her or calling her out. But everyone was paying attention. The emotional stakes were high. You could feel the tension in the air, like a powder keg waiting to explode. Loyalty, betrayal, friendship, and truth, all tangled up in this crazy drama that had fans hooked and begging for the next update. And here's the wildest part. The story kept evolving. New insiders kept leaking info, adding layers that made this feel less like gossip and more like a real-life soap opera. There were rumors of secret meetings, people switching sides, and even hints of bigger power plays within their circle that no one expected. So yeah, the drama is far from over. It's a high-stakes game with real feelings, public fallout, and consequences that go beyond just internet clout. Everyone's waiting to see who makes the next move, who breaks, and whether any of them will come out on top. Or if this whole thing is about to blow up in everyone's face. Keep watching, because the story's about to get even crazier. Yo, just when you thought this saga couldn't get any more intense, the tea took a whole new turn, and it's honestly giving straight-up thriller vibes now. The internet's been buzzing non-stop because some unexpected players have stepped into the drama and things are officially escalating, so get this. There was an IG live that dropped from a figure no one saw coming, a close friend of Asian Doll who's been quiet throughout the whole thing. This person started spilling tea about the real reasons behind the fallout. They claimed that the drama wasn't just about personal beef, but involved some deep financial stuff and trust violations that went way beyond what fans thought. Think contracts, secret deals, and loyalty being tested at a whole different level. Sources say this revelation flipped the narrative, turning what looked like messy relationship drama into a full-on power struggle. And because nothing in this story is simple, this friend also hinted that Lil Durk's camp might be scrambling to contain the damage, allegedly pulling strings behind the scenes to protect their image. Fans immediately speculated that this was why Durk's team had been so quiet, except for those shady cryptic posts that felt like veiled threats. The idea that there could be a PR game going on while the tea spills, that's next level. Meanwhile, Melly's caught right in the crossfire, and things for him are getting really complicated. Rumors surfaced that he's been trying to mediate between Asian Doll and Lil Durk, but honestly, that's only making things messier. Some say Melly's been ghosted by both sides, which, if true, is heartbreaking, because he seemed like the glue holding things together. Fans on Twitter were throwing out heartfelt messages like, "Melly deserves peace," and "Why you gotta get caught in the middle like this?" It shows just how real this whole situation feels, beyond the internet hype. And speaking of real feelings, there was this crazy moment on TikTok where Asian Doll posted a cryptic video, just a clip of her staring out the window, overlaid with the words, "Trust is earned, not given." That video blew up instantly. People turned that into all sorts of memes and theories. Was this a shot at Lil Durk? A message to Melly? Or something else entirely? Either way, it hit the internet right in the feels. Now, let's talk about some of the wild fan theories that exploded after that. Some are saying this entire saga might be a setup to distract from something bigger going on in the rap scene, like a classic smoke and mirrors play. Others believe it's a carefully choreographed move by one side to control the narrative and come out looking like the real ones. And you know Gen Z loves a conspiracy, so the hashtag #Durk Drama Deep Dive has been trending non-stop, with fans making hours-long breakdown videos trying to connect dots and uncover hidden meanings. Adding to the frenzy, a couple of surprise celebrity reactions started popping up. Kodak Black, who already stirred the pot with that shady audio, posted a cryptic tweet saying, "Real ones stay silent till it's time to speak." The tweet immediately got people speculating whether Kodak was gearing up for a bigger reveal or just flexing wisdom. Then, even someone close to Lil Durk, who's normally low-key, commented under a fan post, "Some truths hit harder when they're quiet." That comment sparked a whole new wave of speculation about whether Durk's camp is planning a major response soon. But here's where the story got ultra-cinematic. Sources leaked that an unexpected reunion happened, a secret meeting between Asian Doll, Melly, and a few trusted allies. People are buzzing about what went down there because it seemed like an attempt to patch things up, or maybe strategize their next move. Fans are already dreaming of a full-on collab video, or a public sit-down where all the receipts get laid out. Honestly, with this story, it feels like anything is possible. Still, not everyone's buying the reconciliation vibes. Some think this is just the calm before the storm, and that the next drop, whether it's a new track, an interview, or another live, will bring even more heat. There's this suspense in the air like, who's about to throw the next punch? And yo, can we talk about how every move these artists make now is being dissected? Like every Instagram story, every TikTok dance, every deleted tweet becomes a clue. The fandoms have turned detective, and honestly, it's wild to watch the collective brain working overtime trying to decode this saga. To sum it up, loyalty is being questioned, alliances are shifting, and the emotional stakes are higher than ever. This isn't just about music anymore. It's a story about trust, power, and what it really means to ride for your people when the spotlight's on. So, where does this leave us? On the edge of our seats, waiting to see if the next chapter brings justice, more drama, or something we cannot even imagine yet. One thing's for sure, the internet is not letting this one die, and neither are we. Alright, so just when you thought the story was peaking, it hit a whole new level of wild. And trust me, this part's got fans shook like never before. The social media streets went crazy after a surprise drop of leaked texts allegedly between Lil Durk and someone from Asian Doll's inner circle. Yeah, the kind of messages that make you go, wait, what? And did he really say that? In these texts, Durk is supposedly trying to smooth things over, but there's some heavy tension underneath. Like there's more going on than just drama between two people. Sources say these messages hint at broken promises, trust that's been shattered, and even some shady moves that could have serious consequences. And just when fans thought they had a handle on the tea, a cryptic line in the convo had everyone reeling. This changes everything, but no one's ready for the fallout. Y'all know that sent the internet into full-blown speculation mode. On the flip side, Asian Doll responded, not directly, but through some highly watched Instagram stories that were full of vibes. Clips of her staring into the distance captioned with things like, "Not everyone wears their heart on their sleeve, but I do, and real ones know when to walk away." Those captions sparked 1,000 theories. Some saying she's done with the whole drama, others thinking she's just gearing up for the next move, and then the fan theories hit a fever pitch. Some say Lil Durk's been caught in a power struggle that's bigger than just this situation, with rumors that people close to him might be playing both sides. Others believe Asian Doll's been strategically exposing the truth to take control of her narrative and come out stronger. Naturally, social media detectives started piecing together timelines, cross-referencing old interviews, and speculating about who might be the real puppet master behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Melly's still in the middle, and things for him got even more complicated after a leaked voicemail surfaced. In it, Melly's voice is shaky, almost desperate, pleading for peace and asking for trust to be restored. "We gotta fix this before it all falls apart," he says. Fans shared the clip with captions like "Melly caught in the crossfire" and "When loyalty gets tested too hard." It was one of those moments that humanized the whole mess, reminding everyone this isn't just internet drama, it's real lives and feelings. Then came a surprise twist, a public tweet from Kodak Black that seemed to address the whole situation, but this time with a mix of caution and respect. He wrote, "Keep it real, keep it loyal. No cap. Some things don't need to be said, but everyone knows the truth." The tweet immediately sparked endless speculation. Was Kodak dropping a final verdict, or just throwing fuel on the fire? Either way, his subtle flex added more heat to an already boiling pot. And as if that wasn't enough, an unexpected guest appeared in the drama, a rising artist who's been friends with both Asian Doll and Lil Durk. They took to TikTok to post a heartfelt video about trust, respect, and how quickly things can unravel when secrets come to light. The video was low-key, no names dropped, but the timing? Perfect. Fans took it as a sign that even the closest circles are feeling the fallout. But here's the kicker, the story still hasn't wrapped up. There are whispers about an upcoming interview where Asian Doll promises to spill everything and clear the air. Rumors say it's going to be a no-holds-barred sit-down, and the internet is already hyped for it like it's the biggest moment of the year. Everyone's waiting for that moment when all the pieces fall into place. But honestly, with how unpredictable this saga is, it could go any direction. So yeah, right now the tea is hotter than ever. The alliances are shaky, emotions are raw, and every post, tweet, or story is being dissected like it's the final chapter of a blockbuster. What's clear is that this isn't just about clout or drama. It's a deep story about loyalty, truth, and the price of fame. Where do you stand? Is this a messy truth finally coming out, or a complicated setup designed to shake things up? Drop your thoughts below, because trust me, we're not done yet. The next move? Nobody knows, but it's coming. And it's gonna be big, okay, fam. Listen up. This saga is far from over. We've seen receipts, shade, leaked convos, and emotional calls. But the real question remains. Was this all justice served, or just one big setup? Did Melly really outsmart the system? Or is there a whole side of this story we haven't seen yet? And where does that leave Lil Durk and Asian Doll in all of this? I want to know what you think. Drop your takes in the comments. Are you team truth, team drama, or team this is wild and I'm here for it? Let's get that conversation going, because honestly, this tea is way too hot to keep quiet about. And hey, if you're vibing with this story and want the latest updates as they drop, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. This story's got more layers than an onion, and the next chapter is going to be straight fire. So buckle up, hit that bell, and stay tuned, because whatever happens next, it's going to change the game. Until then, keep watching, keep tweeting, and keep those theories coming. Peace out, fam. Those theories coming. Peace out, fam.